Hello, my friends. This is Bobby G coming to you live from the Long Bond City, Philippines. I'm having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well, baby. Hey, today I want to talk to you about five tips, okay, on how to understand your Filipino. 5 must-have tips on how to understand your Filipino. In the Philippines. Yeah, man. 5 must-have tips on how to understand your Filipino in the Philippines. Yeah. Woo! What a joy. This is a joy to come back to get my friend. And today I want to say, those of you here for the first time, click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you can see fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about the Philippines, you know what I'm saying? This is a country where many males, African American, Caucasian, whatever, all over the world, they come, man. And they come for the purposes of hooking up with the coveted Filipina. Yeah, man. They come to search out and seek and find the Filipina. And what happens is a lot of times they get so enamored by them. They find them to be so lovely, so graceful, so kind, so caring, so sharing. And you know, they want to hook up. You know, they want to hook up. And it's okay, man. That's what men and women do. They hook up when they like each other. So whenever they meet on the internet, a lot of time, the guy will come here and start understanding, trying to figure them out. But today, I want to talk to you about some characteristics and traits.
What? Say it again.
Excuse me, y'all. Peanut butter. Please, D, don't bug me when I'm doing my intro, please. She done messed me up, y'all. Okay, I forgot what I said. Okay. Peanut gallery talking early, man. Oh, are you okay? What is wrong with her? But whatever. Today I'm going to talk to you about some characteristics. See, I messed me up. Today I'm going to talk to you about some characteristics and traits that you very seldom hear about as it pertains to the Filipino. Okay, and you will only see these characteristics and traits come out in these Filipinos, and when you deal with them on a day in, day out basis, on a face-to-face, personal basis. Because a lot of times what they do is when they talk to you on the internet, they hide this stuff, man. You know, they hide all this stuff because they want to put their best face and their best foot forward. You know, they want to make you think that they're lovey-dovey, squeaky two clean shoes, you know, squeaky shoes clean, and they want to think that they're all prim and proper. And I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. You know, you know how they do, man. You know how the Filipino do that little, I'm a good girl, and I love you. They want you to think that. But, you know, someone might love you and all that, but they don't show you the full, you don't see the full personality. You don't see the full characteristic. You don't see the full Filipina online as opposed to in person, up close and personal. So today I'm going to show you 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things, man. 5 traits that you probably would never see if on the Filipino online. She gonna show you this stuff. I'm telling you, man, they hide the stuff that you don't want you to see. When you get to them, and then you say, "Oh, how you doing, sweetheart?" And then she's, "I'm doing fine. Where my gift?" "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't bring it." "You didn't do what? You didn't bring what?" "You didn't bring no chocolate?" Then the mean person come out, you know, that bad side come out. You be like, "Oh, who are you? I don't know you. I've never seen the side of you before. You angry at me? You've never been angry at me." Because I'll show you, man. I'm going to show you some things that you need to know about. Because sometimes, like I said before, they don't show you this stuff because that's some, you know, the characteristics I'm going to look at today. 5 bad. I'm not really bad, but 5 of the characteristics that they don't normally show to people on the internet, foreign guys. Because if they show these characters, you might say, "Okay, toodaloo, I'm gone." They don't want to take no chances, okay? So I'm going to show you some things, and we're going to go through these 5 things, man, and then we're going to be out, man, because, you know, I know y'all is getting my coffee. We're going to coffee. I'm going to coffee, you know, man. Hey, I got my coffee right here. Got my coffee. Coffee, baby. When you get to the Philippines, okay, she's talking again. When you get to the Philippines, you go to the store, so look here. Copy code. And it'll open up, they'll be like, pew! They'll run to the aisle, get you some coffee go. Coffee go, the number one coffee out in the Philippines, baby. That's what I do. I only get the best for the best. You hear me? Let's go. Good to the last drop. Woo. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do, you know, I do a little brief review of the previous live stream we did. You know that we gonna go on and do this like right time long. Y'all with me, GP? GP, are you with me? Oh yeah, I know you are. Let's go. All right. So previous review. 1 minute review, 1 minute review, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, please, 1 minute, 1 minute review. All right, here we go. On the last live stream, y'all remember how they say it on the TV? On the last video, on the last show. So on the last live stream, we talked about this right here. She loves me, she love me not. She loves me, she love me not. Remember that? We talked about that, man. And we looked at the topic was she thinks she loves me. She says she doesn't love me, but I know she does. Okay. And that's for these guys that, you know, they can never get enough of their woman, but the woman done got too much of them. And too much of anything will stink. You hear me? Listen to me now. I'm telling you straight up, right time, long. I'm telling you. You see what I said? Look at, boy. I got too much of you. I won't be bought. I don't want to be bothered with you no more. Get out of my life. And you say, I know you say you don't love me, baby girl, but I know you love me. And see, you cannot read the handwriting on the wall, man. So I brought that to you to show you, man. When they tell you they had enough of you, let it go. Don't be trying to run behind her. Don't be trying to call her friends, her mama or dad. Don't be stalking her on Facebook. Don't go to Instagram. Leave her alone. Okay? She done had enough of you. And two, my mama told me long time. You know what she told me? See, Bobby, too much of anything stink. Okay? Enough is enough, and too much stink. She told me that, man. And you know what? It's true. She done told you, man, I got too much of you. I want you out of my life. And then you can't take no for an answer. But I'm telling you, man, when she tell you no, let it go. And so what happens is when you still running behind her, then who's in control? She is. Okay, you're not. You've lost your control. You've lost your strength. You've shown your weak side, and you've allowed her to do what? Take advantage of you. Okay, because you run around like a little boy, crying, acting. Don't act a fool in front of a woman. If you got to cry, man, go in your closet and cry somewhere. Don't let no woman see you. Ooh, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Don't let no woman see you act a fool like a boy, little baby boy. Come on, man. That's the worst thing you can do. And you run behind, get no chance, baby. She done told you, too much stink. I don't like you. I don't want you. Get gone. And you still trying to call, hey, Susan. She slammed the door. All right, man, that's all that. But I'm gonna tell you, man, grow up. Go to age up. My mama told me, go to age up, Bob. I said, what? She didn't. I said, what you talking about, Mom? She said, you know what I'm talking about. Leave that girl alone. She done told you she don't want you. Leave her alone. And you know, I had to learn, man. I was burning for a while, man, because I was doing the crazy stuff. And I learned when you stop running behind a woman, man, listen to me good. Listen to me good. When you stop running behind a woman, then you show your power. You regain your strength. You regain your power and authority in that situation, and then you can deal with it. Like the late great brother James Brown said, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. You can deal with that thing. But when you let your weakness come on you, and you drop down to your knees, and you be like, please, baby, please, don't go, don't go, don't go. I love you so, baby, please, please, don't go. Don't do that, man. James, I love me some James Brown now, but Papa Soul, God brought us, did this bad thing when he did that song. It sound good, but it ain't nothing tough, man. You don't want no man dropping down on these. Look here, grow up. All right, that's all that. All right. So we're gonna look at our topic for today. Thumbnail. Well, yeah, okay, thumbnail for today. See that lady right there? She said, look here, and I told you, man, you just don't get it. You know, she said, you just don't get it. You just don't get it, Joe. You just don't get it. He said, well, I never seen that side of you before, Sharon. And you acting a fool on me. Are you changing on me? She said, yeah, I'm changing nothing. This is how I am. You just don't get it. You better learn. You better learn me, because if you got to deal with me, you got to deal with all sides of me. You seen the good side, but I got a bad side too. And you, since you here, you gonna see it. You didn't bring me nothing. You didn't bring me no chocolate. You didn't bring me no. I'm gonna show you something, buddy. That's how they do. They turn out on you when you get there, and you got, because they know you came all this way from America, wherever you came from, to see them, and they know you ain't gonna turn right around and go back. So that allows them to be what? In control. Control. Remember Janet Jackson? Control. You remember that? Hey, it allows them to be control. But look at her, man. Look at her. When you have knowledge, you have power. Ooh, Angawa. We got the knowledge power. And I'm finna give you some knowledge, baby. Yeah. You ready? Are you ready, man? Ready, set, let's go. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Thumbnail for the day. Let's go. Thumbnail for the day. All right. That's the thumbnail right there. Once more. Once more. You see the pretty young lady, right? She said, "Hey, I'm gonna be myself. I would be in somebody else on the internet just to get you here. Now I got you here. I'm gonna show you what you working with, buddy. I'm gonna show you everything I got. You gonna be working with, and you can't deal with me. You can't deal with no Filipino." And she won't put it on you. I didn't know you were like this. She, I didn't know. Now you know. So today, I'm going to give you 5 things that will help you when you deal with your Filipina. She had one personality on the internet, and she got another one when you get up here in her face. Because that happens, man. That happened to me. You know, I met this lady. Well, I told you about Susan, right? Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but long story short, okay? LSS, long story short. Hey, she was one way on the internet, and when I got there, man, she was a whole other way. But when I got home, when I got to the airport, she was supposed to pick me up, right? She would go get the taxi, come to the airport, wait on me, you know. So I said, okay, sure. I mean, you know, it'd be beautiful to see you the first time I get off the plane. So I gets off the plane, man, and then she gonna have her sister and her sister. No, she had a sister and a cousin and a little girl with. I said, what the? I said, look here. I'm so happy to meet y'all. I was trying to be nice because I was ticked off. I said, I'm so happy to meet y'all. But inside I was burning. Why she had to bring all this? And she didn't tell me. I was like, man, we set it up. And that was showing me her other side. She was trying. Then, long story short, well, I'm just trying to give you that. All right, let's go. Thumbs up for the day. One more time. And then we're going to do the focus for that. No hocus pocus, just focus, focus. Y'all ready to focus with me? I know y'all just got up right to sleep out your eyes. It's okay, man. That's how we do. You know how we do. We get up in the morning, we go to our little routine, get us some coffee, we can wash up, we get our shower, we do our 3 S's. You know, y'all know in the military, you know what the 3 S's is? Who know what the 3 S's is? Number 1 is what? G.I. Joe, Gyrene man, Air Force man, Navy SEAL man. Number 1 is what? Yeah, the SH word. Number 2 is what? The SHO word. And number 3 is what? The SHAVE word. You know what I'm talking about. And then when you do that, there you get set for the day. All right. Focus for the day. No hocus pocus. Just focus, focus. Let's go. All right. Focus number 1. Focus number 1. So, okay, number 1. Check it up. Number 1, one of the things that you very seldom see a Filipina do online when you talk to her is to be what? Stubborn. They don't do that, man. Because if they show that stubborn side, you might just get disappointed. You might just look here. I'm done with you. I don't need this. You know, so they don't show. I'm gonna show you. And number 2, mature. A lot of them are very, very mature. And then again, some of them are immature. You know, they act like they're maturity, but when you get with them, they be like a kid. You know, number 3, assertive aggressive. Many of them are assertive aggressive, and sometimes that can be good. Sometimes it can be bad. I'm gonna show you the good and the bad and the ugly. And then number 4, we get ready to go out the door. They like to do revenge, man. You hear me? I'm telling you, man. Filipinos are some of the most revengeful people in the world. Yeah. You know, they're good too now, but they got a revenge side. And you don't want to get on that revenge side, buddy. I'm telling you, man, you're going to be hard. You're going to be in the world of hurt when you're going to be the world of hurt. You get on that revenge side. All right, number 5, That shouldn't be technical. I'm sorry, y'all. That should be treacherous. Okay, I put the wrong word in. It should be treacherous. They're treacherous. My bad, my bad. So number 5 is what? Treacherous. Say it with me. Treacherous. Okay. Number 4 is revengeful. Number 3, assertive. Number 2 is mature. Number 1 is stubborn. Okay. All right. Here we go. So whenever you deal with a Filipino, understand that when you're on the internet, a lot of things are what? Hidden. Okay. Yeah. I mean, just plain and simple. A lot of times you think the girl's fat and she turned out to be skinny. Sometimes you think you're skinny, she could probably, and that's just appearance-wise. But you got to look at this. What about the personality? What about her characteristics? How kind is she? How nice? How does she? What about that side? You only see the internet side, but you want a personal, up and close personal, and you want to be ready for it. So I'm gonna show you 5 things you want to look out for. That when you talk to them online, if they don't show you these, you might want to get them in the mood, get them angry, good else, and so you can see, okay, how does she act when I say something she don't like? How does she act when I cuss her out? I don't go that far, but you want to try to get some of these situations that you can personality situation where you can judge what kind of personality she will have when you get up and close and personal. All right, okay, let's go. Number 1, get ready to go up. Hold up. Number 1, we only just begun. Y'all thought I forgot, huh? You thought I forgot? We only just begun. Number 1, here we go. Number 1. See that young thing right there? She fine, man. She fine, like Georgia wine. And look at her, she looking with eyes, man. Look at my eyes. Woo-wee. If eyes could kill, you be in a hurt right now, buddy. She got a pretty eye, but she's a beautiful woman. But you got to be careful. The prettier you are, the harder to figure them out. Okay, so stubborn, man. Yeah. One thing that a lot of Filipinos, y'all think let me tell you this. A lot of you guys are there, well, the Filipinos, they're just some submissive women. They are so agreeable. They're so nice. They're so lovely. And they have everything I ever wanted in a woman. Nah. Some of them can be that way. I mean, they have everybody has multiple types of personality. It's just not one person in you. You have multiple people in you. I do. This is Bobby D side, but you get on my bad side, man. I was like, what you say, man? And then the whole Bobby D gonna come out, and you ain't gonna like me then, okay? But you seeing my good side, and I try to keep the good side on till somebody may say the wrong thing. I'm like, what you say, man? And then we be all anyway. Let's go. But yeah, stubborn, man. They're stubborn, And what happens is they don't show that side to you because they don't want you to see the bad side. Some of the Filipinas can be some of the most stubborn women in the entire world. You think that they all listen to all that. They're stubborn. Some of them very, very stubborn, and they're unyielding. They won't back down on nothing. You said you can't bring me no chocolate? No, you gonna bring me some chocolate. They don't back down on nothing. They said, you can't bring me no chocolate. You can't be talking. I can't be talking to you. I mean, they stubborn, man. They don't back down on nothing. He said, baby, I don't have, but I have my spending money when I get there. It's gonna be a little light, and I can't buy no chocolate. You said, what? Stubborn, man. You better get in your mind. Deal with stubborn and learn how to handle it when they get stubborn on you. Okay? Because when a woman is stubborn, man, I'm telling you, it's hard to deal with it, man. I've had some stubborn women in my life, and I'm telling you, man, sometimes because of their stubbornness, you in the house with them, they're in the house with you, and you feel like you got to walk around with like you walking on eggshells around them. I don't want to say nothing, so you don't want that, man. So when that's a sign that you and her may not jail. Okay, stubborn. They don't want to budge off their attitude. They don't want to budge off their position. They don't want to give you any kind of compromise. When you get somebody that's stubborn, hey man, look here. So look here. How do you know you like that? See, yes, I am. And so okay, thank you. Next, go on about your business. Let go. But yeah, they're persistent too. They don't stop. And you know what happens, man? When they get stubborn, it's usually centered around what? The family. Yeah. They're stubborn. You say something about their mama, they're gonna say, what did you say, sir? You said what? Did you say my mama was fat? You talking about my mama? Hey man, you know how we as African Americans, when you say something about our mama, we want to say, what you said, man? We want to fight, what I'm saying? A fighting word. But it's the same thing with the Filipinos. It's even worse. They will turn you off, they will cut you, they will let you go. Don't say nothing negative about their family. But if you trying to test how to react, say something, and then you gonna see the real stubbornness, the angriness, all that stuff gonna come out. All right, so now, although let's understand this. Although most Filipinos are stereotyped as submissive, that should be submissive. That my bad. Although most Filipinos are stereotyped as submissive and subservient, in actuality, they can be very obstinate, stubborn, and tenacious, especially when it pertains to what? Family matters. Okay, so I told you over and over again, when it comes to the family, Filipinos are very, very uptight. They're very, very sensitive because their family is their primary support group. Their family is everything to them, and you are nothing if you come against their family. If you come against one member of the family, you come against everybody. Get that in your psyche. Don't never say nothing negative about the Filipino family, or you ask for some trouble. Straight up. I ain't talking about the trouble, man. That ain't nothing. I'm talking about some trouble. She might say, when you get there, she said, she gonna say, Tito, what you want, sister? Tito, there he is. He said mama was fat. What? I didn't say that. You be running. You be doing like this. But anyway, yeah, let's stop it, man. And when the stubbornness, the obstinacy, the anger, frustration, all that comes, and most of the time is centered around what? Family matters. Okay, number one is what? Stubborn. Okay, not only can it be stubborn, and one of the traits and personality characteristics come out in the Philippines, which they don't show you a lot. Number two is, let me get this. Number two is what? Mature. You know, some of them appear be very, very mature, and because they know that you're looking for a mature individual, and they be like 22 and they acting like they're 42 because they know what to say and how to say. But you know what? A lot of them are not. And then again, some of them are. So you have to be careful because some of them will show you the mature side and they're not really mature. And then again, some of them will show you the mature because they've been through a lot. They've been through a whole lot. And a lot of them that are really, really mature got a lot of what? Baggage. And you want to watch out for that. Because when you have a mature Filipina, the baggage will weigh you down, man. She come in a relationship with you and you say, well, sweetheart, what's your name? My name is Susan. Okay, Caesar. And my name is Bobby D. How you doing, Susan? I'm doing good. You ever had a relationship? Yes, I had 20 boyfriends. You said, what? 20 boyfriends? I said, and what happened there? I mean, you're only 22, right? Yes, I'm 22. And you had 20. When did you start dating? I started dating when I was 12 years old. What? You started dating when you are you serious with me? Yes, sir. That's legal here in the Philippines. And remember, I brought you a broadcast about the legal age to have a sexual relationship. And that's 12 years. That's legally 12 years old in the Philippines. I'm still comparing with you? Look, Google it. Look it up. The legal age of consent in Philippines is 12 years old. There's a law. I got to caution you. There's a law up right now trying to change that age from 12 to what? 16. Okay. But the legal age as we speak right now is 12 years old. If you have a 12-year-old and you want a relationship with that, the Philippines ain't gonna do nothing to you because that's legally on the books. Okay. Now, but your country, your country will get you for that. But anyway, maturity, man. And when you have someone that's immature, you want to let them go because you could find that out. Just talk to them, see how they act. If they talking about a whole lot of stories, this and blood and the music and and they ain't talking about nothing really common, nothing very substantive in your life, nothing with substances, then you know you want to let them go. There has no maturity. I'm on the wrong one. They have no maturity. But 10%, understand, listen to me now. 10% of Filipinos have had a sexual relationship before the age of 15. Are you with me? 16%, excuse me. 16% of Filipinos have had a sexual relationship before the age of 15. That is according to the Philippine Statistic Authority. They keep statistics regarding all of the things about the Philippines, and that's one thing right there. So they come tell you, well, you know, I never had any sex in my life, sir. I'm a virgin. You say, like a virgin, you touch for the very first time. They'll lie. But now, they'll tell you that, and a lot of them are not, okay? And the statistics I just gave you backs that up. 16% have had sex before the age of 15. And by the age of 12, it's legal. Below the age of 12, it's illegal. Okay. And then what happens, a lot of them get mature, they'll have a child, you know, and they'll have children. So that tells you there's some type of what maturity there. And but there's when you see one with a child and children, and they're gonna tell you, well, that was I was raped, and I never gave it to him. All that crazy stuff. Everything over mature. You don't need that kind of person. You gotta let them go. Okay, that's an over mature. You want somebody that on your level or close to your level, or at least a comfort level where you can relate to them on a one-on-one basis. Are you with me, GP? All right, let's finish up. Okay. So the Philippines' current age of sexual consent, I told you this earlier, is 12 years old. It is one of the lowest in the world. And senators say that this has led to the exploitation of many Filipino boys and girls. That's why a lot of people come in, because they can get young boys, young girls, and say they consented at the age of 12. You know, a person of 12 years old ain't got no sense. So anyway, perverts come in for that, and you don't want to get involved with that. Right? I understand the maturity level when you're dealing with a Filipino. Number three is what? Number three is what? Number three is what? Number three is assertive aggressive. Assertive aggressive. Let's look at that. All right. So when a person is, a lot of Filipinos are assertive and aggressive, but they hide those characteristics. They hide those traits because they don't want you to see that. You know, and one of the reasons why if they're assertive and aggressive when it relates to a relationship is because in this country, it is a matriarchal society. What you mean, Bobby D? What you mean? What you mean? I'm telling you, man, it is a matriarchal society. Either if you get with a Filipino and you live with her, you marry her, you're going to have to lead her or she's going to lead you. Yeah? Because in this society, women, W-O-M-E-N, I'm not talking about M-E-N, I say the woe man. The woe man handles the business in this society. They handle the bills, they handle the payment, they handle the children, they handle the household. This is a matriarchal society as opposed to a patriarchal society. Are you listening to me, PGP? Are you with me? Yeah, it's a matriarchal society. Some men like this, you know. Some men like to be controlled. Some men like for the woman to lead, and they don't want to be a man. Take care of. So they let the woman take their authority and become the woman and the man, and they lead them by their finger, in the nose. You know, that's why some of them have them nose ring. They say, "Come here, Junior, let's go." You know, I don't like that, man. I want to be the man. Okay, I want to wear the pants, and I don't wear no mini dress. Some of you guys out there, I don't mind wearing a mini dress. You's a freak. You ain't nothing but a straight up freak. Come on, man. Be a man and do your job. Okay, lead your family right, tie long. So come on, man. And so number three is what? Assertive aggressive. So that aggressiveness, that assertiveness comes out in a relationship when you get there up and close. They ain't gonna show you that. They're not going to show you that online because that will drive many men away, especially American. You know how we do. We want to be the head, not the tail, right? Let's go. But assertive behavior is all about standing up for yourself. Now, let's talk about assertiveness versus aggressiveness. Assertiveness is fine, man. You know, because you're standing up for yourself, and you're not being angry, you're not being hateful, you're not being violent. You're just standing up for your right. You say, "Excuse me, sir. This is my buggy, and I don't want you to take it. This is my buggy, please. Can you please let it go?" That's being assertive. You're asserting your rights to that buggy. But when you're being aggressive, you say, "Look here, man. If you don't let that buggy go, I'm bust you." That's the difference between assertive and aggressive. So you'll find some Filipinos are very, very assertive, and it's okay. That's what you want. I don't mind. Lisa D is very, very assertive. She comes to me and she talks to me right, tight, long term, because she knows if she come with that aggressive, I'm gonna be like, "Look, time out." Speak to the hand. But you want them to be assertive, and that's why I'm assertive. I'm very assertive. I'm only aggressive when you push me the wrong way. Look at, man, you better. But you want them to be assertive so they can come to you with an attitude of gratitude where you can speak together and eliminate and get rid of all problems that you're dealing with. You do not want them to be aggressive, okay? I mean, because aggression leads to what? Violence, man. And it leads to more violence begets violence. You don't want that. So when you find that in there, you might want to just scrutinize that very much, because that may be something to let red flag for you to say, "Okay, she's too aggressive for me." A little bit aggressive. Assertiveness is fine. But a little bit of aggressiveness in certain areas is good as well. But when you get too much aggressiveness, because that causes what? Violence. A lot of Filipinos are very aggressive toward me. They want to hit him. Yeah, they want to beat him. They want to get the frying pan him, boom, in the head. I'm telling you, man. And I showed you a video. I showed you a video a few broadcasts ago about this guy. He was at the table in the Philippines now, Filipino man, married to a wife. His wife came, he was at the table drinking and with his buddy, and he was playing cards, right? And the lady, his wife came and said, "Look here, what you doing down there?" And she started slapping him in the head. And she grabbed him by the collar and she grabbed him all the way back to the house because he was supposed to be buying milk for the kids, right? He gonna spend the money drinking and playing cards. She was too aggressive. I don't like when the woman do me like that. I don't mind you being assertive. What are you doing, Junior? We're supposed to be buying the milk, and would you be playing cards? And can you come with me, please? I don't mind that, but don't embarrass me from a. Well, I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying. When people are too aggressive, it's not good. Okay, a little bit of aggressiveness in certain situations is good, but too much, you want to eliminate them. Okay, because eventually you're going to need some violence, going to need some turmoil, going to need some friction in your life. Okay, and you want to eliminate them. Number 4, we're getting ready to go out the door. Number 4. Number 4 is what? Revengeful. Yeah, man. Some women can be very, very revengeful. Filipinas, man, they will find a way, make a way, take away, shake away to get you back. Okay, you see, well, if you slap them or something, or you say something bad to them, hurt their feelings. I mean, you can physically abuse them. If you physically abuse them, that's wrong. You should never do that. But if you do, they're gonna find a way to get you back. Especially, you remember when Al Green? Y'all remember how that Al Green, man? Al Green. I'm gonna tell you what happened to Al Green. Al Green had a girlfriend, right? I'm telling you this. You guys don't know. If you're under 25, you ain't heard this stuff. Al Green was a singer, man. For y'all, you don't know. Al Green was a soul singer back in the day. Anyway, Al Green had a girlfriend, right? And he said something to her, and then he went to sleep. He went to sleep. The girlfriend stayed up all night long. And guess what? She got up in the morning. She said, "I'm gonna fix your breakfast, honey." He said, "Okay." He went back to sleep. Guess what she did? She got some hot grits, and she said, "Al, good morning, honey. Here's your grits." And she got right on his face. And we all burn up with them hot grits. I'm telling you, man, Filipinos are like that, man. They'll find a way to get you back. They don't forget nothing. Because what happens is when you say something bad to them, you hurt their person, you hurt their feelings, you hurt their inner person. And that's called face. They lose what? F-A-C-E, face. Whenever a Filipina or a Filipino loses face, you are in some serious trouble. You might not get it right then, but they're gonna hold it back. You may never know it. That's how good they are. You may never know that they have lost faith and they're upset with you because they hold it inside. But when their time to get you back, if they're cooking your dinner, they might put some stuff in your food. They're gonna find a way to get you back. So they're very, very revengeful. You need to be aware of that. If you see that personality traits coming out in the lady when you're talking online, that's where you want to say, okay, let me consider this relationship. And sometimes they use tempo. You know what tempo is, right? They picture fit. They're like a 2 or 3-year-old. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to walk with you. They don't want to say nothing. And you right there in the house, you and everybody else, you don't want to speak. Tempo, man. They'll do that to you. Revenge. That's all it is. And then you can take it out, but not cooking for you. All kind of stuff, man. Revenge is all about the feeling of being wronged by while you were defenseless to protect yourself. They may feel emotionally wounded, but more than that, they feel the need to take an action so they can feel respectful again. Filipino revenge is usually more thought out. Okay, the Filipinos really was thought out, and they'll plan. You'll never know nothing was wrong, but when they want to get you back, they're gonna plan that thing out to a T. And then next thing you know, she done got you. You say, "Oh man, I done got God." She done got you, man. And that when they think of stuff out and plan for you, that's what makes them really, really what? Dangerous. Yeah, dangerous. Okay. Last one, number 5. We are still alive. Let's go. Come on now. We get ready to get up out of here. Okay. Treacherous, man. Yeah, treacherous. What you mean, Bobby D? What you mean? What you mean? Treacherous, man. You know what treacherous is? Look it up. Go and Google it. Treacherous. That means they're disloyal. Some of them are very, very disloyal, but you'll never know it because they don't show it online. Then they're likely to betray you, man. Because if anybody don't have loyalty to you, they turn their back on you, and you ain't nothing to them. You don't want that kind of person in your life. You want somebody that's gonna be loyal to you. You want somebody that's gonna be grateful to you. You want somebody that want to help you and be with you. Okay. Now then you have somebody that cannot be trusted. They don't show the stuff to you online, man. They don't show this stuff. You have to deal with them and pull that stuff out of them, man. So when you see that coming up, they're treacherous, they're disloyal, they can't be trusted, likely to betray you. You want to put a red flag up on that one and say, look here, I'm gonna think about this. Some Filipinos can only be trusted as far as you can see. Okay, that's straight up. I would say 80% of them like that can be trusted only as far as you see. Okay, because they have ulterior motives. Some of them coming here just to get your monte, huh? Yeah, they want your money. They don't want you. And you thinking up, well, she called me handsome either, and I'm like, she said I look like Denzel. All kind of crazy stuff. That's because they got you working. They working their mojo on you, buddy. You better look up and look right, tie long, short, who they to you talking to and what they say. Hey, but that's one. They're not capable of having an attitude of gratitude because they're treacherous. Okay, you don't want nobody that's treacherous in your life, man. All I want people that's good, that will treat me with respect, love, loyalty that I treat them with. That's those kind of people I want on me up one-on-one. You have treacherous people on your job that you can't trust them. They will stab you in your back when it comes to the supervisor, tell all kind of lies on you. You have to deal with that because you work with them. But you don't want somebody in your house or somebody close to you that's treacherous, disloyal, likely to betray you. You don't want that, man. So when you find these 5 traits, these 5 personality attitudes that come out in the Philippines when you date with them, red flag. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. And then you will be able to get it. Okay, yeah, because some of you just don't get it, man. Their people are high. They're wolves in sheep clothing. When you're dating with these Filipinos, a lot. I tell you, 80%. Yeah, and you got to look. You got to filter the bad ones out to get to the what? The good ones. And it takes time. It's not an overnight process. It takes time, and it takes looking, it takes questioning, it takes verifying, all kind of stuff. And if you're not up to the task of doing those things, you need to sit down, leave the Filipino alone. In fact, you need to leave any woman alone because all women need to be tested. All women need to be verified to find out they really are who they say they are as it relates to your relationship and as it relates to her feelings about what you. Okay, that's it. That's all I got for you today. All right, we get ready to drive this train today. People get ready. Whether the train is coming, don't need no ticket. It just get on board or needed love. Who say it again? Say sweet, sweet love. Don't need no ticket. It just get on board. Get on board. Y'all ready to ride the train, man? Are you ready to ride the love train? Come ready, man. Hey, Lisa, you ready? Penny got her side now. She's sleeping. Yeah. We're ready to ride the train, man. And you know what, man? We've been busy. This has been one of the busiest weeks we've had in a very, very long time. And it's been rough, man. I've been like struggling, man. I gotta do this, gotta do that. I have to Lisa D is doing the food drive on the 20th of December. If it's raining that day, we will reschedule it. But because it's been raining, man, all day here. It's been raining hard, not that little drizzle. No, all day, man. And still it's drizzling. I think it's drizzling now. It's slacked down a little bit. But so if it's raining on the 20th, we will reschedule it. But she's been gathering food. We bought eggs today. We bought like 20 cases of eggs, something like that. You got 2 sacks of rice, and the rice is ivory. Ivory is one of the best. Ivory and meat. Remember that song? But yeah, ivory rice is one of the best rice you get. Filipino don't like no bad rice, man. So whatever you do, don't give no bad rice. They like that good stuff. But bought rice, we got canned goods, we got sardines, a whole bunch of stuff that they eat and they would like. So that's what we've been doing, and it's been busy because there's a lot of running around. And we were out today and all that rain, man. I was going to come to you this morning, but we had to get the road. And I was going to do a live video, but I didn't have a load on my phone to do it. So we had to come to that. But anyway, man, it's been real. It's been real. But you know what? It's all good, man. When you're doing good, you don't complain. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you how it is. So it's no complaint because I'm happy to do this and I'm happy to be blessed to be able to do this. And I want to thank everybody that gave toward this food drive. You gave from the kindness of your heart, and we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, man, because without you giving, this would not be. We gave too. You know, we gave $100, and you guys gave the rest. We have like what two. I'm ready. 200 something. We had like 220 something like that. Anyway, y'all saw the report online. 215. And so we made the most of that money. We did not abuse that money. And we got receipts. These got receipts and everything. We didn't abuse the money. We're gonna show you the receipt and everything. Anyway, y'all know how we do. We do this a lot. But anyway, we gotta find out who's rubbing up, toughen up, buffed up. Who's rubbing up, toughen up, buffed up enough to be the first man in the. You know who that is. I got to find out who say they gonna beat that set. Who that say they gonna beat that? I need to know. I want to know who that say they gonna beat that set. Let me see who that is. I'm gonna drill down there. You know, number one is a lonely number. And when you at the top, man, you all by yourself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. But you by yourself, man. And it's okay. Sometimes it's good to be by yourself because when you're by yourself, you can gather your thoughts, you can gather your faculties, and you can organize your life without what? Distraction. Because truth be told, a lot of people around you will do what? Distract you from your focus, distract you from your goals in life, the things you both care about. You know, come on, man, let's go get something to drink. You know, come on, man, let's shoot some dice. Let's shoot some dice. You know, let's play some cards. And you ain't about that. Yeah, but you go on because you want to be nice. Leave the distraction all by yourself. You better, you know what they say, right? They say that eagles fly alone, but the pigeons flock with people together. What's going on you today? Are you a pigeon? You got to have everybody around you 24/7. Are you a pigeon, man? Or you an eagle? Strong, you can fly by yourself. You don't need to be dependent on people to prop you up and give you strength. You a pigeon? I'm not a pigeon, man. I'm a man. I'm a grown, full-grown eagle. I fly like an eagle, baby. Fly like an eagle. Eagle, 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 eagle. Yeah, man. Hey, fly like an eagle. And you be at the top, baby. And you know what? The view is better at the top than in the bottom. I want to be at the top, man. I might not get there, but I'm going to do everything I can. Just climb that ladder. One ladder at a time. One step at a time. And when I get to the top, man, I'm gonna say, and then I'm know what else I'm gonna do? When I get to the top, I'm gonna reach back down. Just look here, man. Come on. We got this. Come on, you can do it. You know, come on, help somebody get up there with me. You know, because it's lonely at the top. You ain't got nobody to share that with, right? I'm like, I'll find out who's rubbing up, top up, bumping up to be the first man in the. Who that is? Who that said they're gonna be? I gotta find out who that is. Who that said they're gonna be this? I got who that is? Who that is? What? Who that is? Lee, Freddie Mason made it again. Number one.
Yes,
Congrats to you, Freddie Mason. Hey, Freddie Mason ain't playing, man. He said, good morning, buddy. Hey, good morning to you, Freddie. You did the thing right, child, long and strong. Good to see you, my brother, from another mother. You in the house today, and you're doing it good. I'm so glad to see you, man. You got your mind right. Freddie Mason got his mind right, but he ain't playing today. He's right. He said, Bob D, look here, last few months, I was off my game.
What do you think of my friend me losing his mind?
No, he gaining his mind. He said the last. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to
the book Queen.
Okay,
he's here.
Let me take this opportunity to introduce you to a young lady that I have known for several years now.
Yeah.
And she's been a very valuable person to me in my life, and she means a lot to me. And I mean a lot to her as well. We help each other and we guide each other in life, and we always try to be the best we can, and not be mean and nasty. And we don't try to cuss nobody out. I used to do that in my other, but I don't do that no more. I done learned, y'all. I done learned. So Lisa D, how are you today, my dear?
I'm doing good.
You have a busy day today, right?
Yep.
Tell people what we did, some of the things we did today.
We pick up the 20 trays of the eggs.
20 trays of eggs. What else?
And then yesterday, we pick up the rice. We bought 2 sacks of rice, and it is already packed by 5 kilos. for 20 people.
Okay. So we bought 2 packs of rice, Ivory, which is one of the best rice, and it's already pre-packed. Remember last time on all of our previous food drives, Lisa D had to pack that stuff, and this took a lot of time. But this time we got 2 sacks, but within the sacks it's already pre-packed 5 kilos each. So that saves a lot of time. So she had she had less time to do that, to produce the stuff today.
Yeah.
So
then I had a noodles already in canned goods that is already packed,
okay.
and then I bought 2 buckets of biscuits, and then I will do a repack for that for the kids.
Okay.
And there might be a lot of kids over there, something like that. And then I have a little bit of chocolate.
Okay, I'm about to interpret what she said because she got a big accent. Okay, she said she bought some biscuits. Now, if you know Filipino, when they say biscuits, that's like cookies and crackers for us. Okay, that's what they call biscuits. And then she also said she bought some chocolates. She said chocolate, but that's chocolate. Filipinos love chocolate, so she bought some chocolates for the children, for the kids, and she bought some cookies and crackers for them as well. So that's like a Christmas tree. But anyway, we've got food as well. So yeah, that's what we've been doing, man. And it's been busy. But you know what, man? We are happy to be able to do it because it's very much needed. The Philippines have been very much impacted by COVID-19 just as much as everybody else in the world. But this is a poor country, so a lot of poor people have been very hurt by this, and we're trying to do the very minimum we can do to give some kind of relief, some kind of help, and that's what we're called to do. If you have more, you have to reach out and help people that don't have as much. You know, I'm not saying every time they see you, you got to get out your pocket. That ain't gonna work like that. But when you can, give a little bit when you can, okay? And that's what we're doing. And thank you, guys. Everybody gave, you knew who you are. I'm not going to call your name. You know who you are. Thank you, man. We appreciate you, okay? All right, let's go. Frederick Mason, hey, everybody go ahead.
Congrats, Freddie.
Everybody give Frederick Mason some prop, man, because he did it right. This is his 2nd day in a row. He did it yesterday, and then he did it tonight. So, man, hey, congrats to you, Frederick. Keep it right, tie long, strong. Do your thing, man. He's doing the thing, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But that's right.
He says he has a tuba. I don't know what he has, but he's doing it right. I'm gonna see what he do the next time we come up on this show. I'm gonna see if you can make it again. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Freddie Mason. I'm warning the luck train up early today. Let's get this. this thing started off right. Let's go, man. Right, tie long. Yeah. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. All aboard. Toot, toot. All aboard. Toot, toot. Let's ride, man. We can't ride no more. Let's go. Who we got?
Bruce David.
Bruce, what's up, Bruce? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you.
If you're new here, please subscribe and hit those likes.
Hit the like button for me, Bruce. One time. 1, 2, 3. Chichupaya. Hit that like button, man. That's it. Hey, Bruce. Congrats, man. Good to see you, man. We always I don't know if I've seen you before, but I want to say thank you so much for showing up, man. I got so many people that I see. I got a good memory, but I can't remember everybody, okay? But it's so good to see you, Bruce, man. Good to see you, Bruce Davis in the house. If you have not subscribed, you probably have, but if you haven't, per chance, hit that subscribe and the like button for me, man. Appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you so much for showing up, man. We finna show out for you, okay, Bruce? Let's go. Right here, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. Who we got? Frederick Mason. He's Bobby. The peanuts are busy, ladies. I don't know what's wrong with the peanut gallery. I'm busy doing my intro, man. You know how I do my standard intro. She come interrupting me. Now I'm used to her interrupting me, but not in the intro. What's wrong with you?
I have to wake you up.
I was already woke. I got my coffee cup right here.
Coffee.
Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie. Bruce, he said, I love the Filipino. Been mine 3. He's been there 3 years. Okay. That's great, man. Hey, Bruce, so happy to hear that, man. I love the Philippines as well. I have been there I've traveled back and forth from the Philippines to USA about 15 times, and I did it for 5 years, visiting Lisa D. We were engaged for 5 years, man. Back and forth. And then after the 5th year, I said, you know what? I want to move here. So she would say, like, it's time. I said, no, it ain't time. I said, it's time. She said, it's time. I said, no, I'm ready to keep my job. But I realized that it was time. I had enough money, I had more than enough, and I decided to resign my job, and I moved here permanently, full time. Been here for five. It's been 5. Excuse me. On the 24th of December, it will be 6 years. 6, man. 6 years I've been here. And I'm loving it. It's just like, it seems like I just got here, man. So congrats for you, Bruce. I'm so happy to hear you love the Philippines. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, see One Nation. Who we got? Mervyn Head. Gunny in the house. Gunny in the house. Woo, what's up, Gunny? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, Bobby Lee. Toot. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Mervyn Head's in the house early in the mountain, early in the Louisiana. He's the Louisiana area, man. And I hope y'all ain't get too much cold weather out there. I hope there's no more tropical storms, hurricanes coming through there. Because every time it comes through there, it get close to Murphy, but it don't hit him that much. I think he got hit the last time. His light was out for a few days, but he's all right. Good to see you, Murphy. Ride a train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Sincerely, him. How you
Angel
doing?
in the house. Angel. You forget about that.
I'll let you say. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Woo! What's up, Angel? How you doing, sincerely? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see ya. She said, toot, tuba love train. Kumusta, Lisa D and Bobby D. Peace and love all in here. Blue Ridge salute, gentlemen and angels. Have peace and lovely day. Thank you so much, sincerely. That's a beautiful thing to say. She wants to have peace and love. And this is the season for the reason to have peace and love. Because we celebrate Christmas. Christmas is when Jesus Christ it's not the exact date, y'all. It's not the exact, but that's the date mankind choose to celebrate his birth. So it's a season to spread love, peace, and happiness. Okay. So glad to hear. Peace and love. Thanks. Same to you. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. John Thomas in the house. John Thomas in the house. Big John in the house. Woo. What's up? What's up, Big John? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Big John. You said good evening, Bobby. Hey, good evening. Good evening. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, John. How you doing, buddy? Good morning, John, to the New York area. Hey, man, y'all getting a big snowstorm coming through there? I heard there's a winter blast of ice and snow coming through there. I hope it ain't messing with you too much. Well, John's all right, because John works from home, so you don't have to get out there in the cold weather. He's like, I'm chilling. He can work right in his pajamas, man. It's PJ. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby, and One Nation. Who we got? Murphy. Hey, what's up, Murphy? He said, hello, love train angels and Blue Ridge. What's up? How you doing, Murphy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
All everybody. Blue Ridges say,
hoorah. All my angels in the house say, hooray. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby, and One Nation. Murphy, hey, he said, it's all about the Monte Hunter. You know the drill. That's it, man. All they wanted, the Monte. You know, as 80% of the women that you look at, that you talk to online, okay, from the Philippines, they want the Monte Hunter. Maybe more than that, you know. But it is up to you to be disciplined and don't be no flake and say, okay, you can tell how much you want. You want 500 pesos? I'll send it to you. Western Union tomorrow, okay? Don't do that. Because you don't know you don't know that person. You don't know somebody, and you just gonna send it. That's like throwing money down the drain, man. You don't know what you do. Hey, so you talk to them all you want, but don't send them no money. I don't care what they tell you. Don't send them no money. Okay? Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie.
Frederick Mason.
What's up, Frederick? He said, Murphy, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. He said, Dad bod, mind and body. How you doing, Dad bod, mind and body? He said, is there a video of her understanding you? Is there a video of her understanding you? What does that mean? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Dad bod, mind and body. Is there a video of her understanding you? Oh, okay. I got you. He's talking about the topic of the show. When I said that, how you can understand your Filipino better. So she wants to know, is there a video how the Filipino can understand us better? I haven't did the flip side of that. That's a good idea. I might do one of those, you know, because there's a lot of Filipinos out there that are trying to date foreign men. And if they understood foreign men better, they would be able to probably have a good solid capture one and have a good relationship if they understand what they're looking for, how to relate to them. So no, there's not one. Well, I've done a lot of different videos about Filipinos, but not specifically for that particular topic. Good idea. Hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button for us, Dad Bod, and like.
Welcome to our live
Welcome to the train. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation, Freddie Mason. He said, hello, angels, sincerely. How are you doing, my dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got?
Mason.
He said, how are you, John Thomas? How you doing, brother? You all right, man? Good to see you, man. Baby, hey. He said, I'm good, Sir Mason. I hope you're well as well. So what is today's case, bro? What's going on today? Ryan Train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Mark McGrew. What's up, Mark?
Long
time no see.
From you. Long time no see, but we see you now.
Yeah, we see you now. Good to see you, Mark. Welcome back to the show, man. A long time. But, hey, whenever you come, just come. How you come, just come. Just come on back.
If you feel like showing up, show up.
That's right. You're always welcome here. It's always good to see you. Good to have you in the house on the train today. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi. He said, good morning. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation, Frederick Mason, Murphy Hayes. I'm on the case of, did she just say what I thought she said? Yeah, she.
No.
Yes, you did. She interrupted me, man. Hey, let me ask you a question. Okay, if you was a surgeon, right? You was a brain surgeon, and you was in the middle of an operation, and somebody calls and say, buddy, hey, buddy, interrupt you in the middle of this operation, you'd be like, shut up, but
you stop.
You don't interrupt the surgeon in the middle of the surgery, and you don't interrupt the host in the middle of introduction of his show. Let's go, Rock J. One Nation. Who we got? John Thomas in the house. What's up, John? He said, good morning, Freddie. I'm well. Good morning and afternoon to the luxury. Thank you so much, Fred. John, good to see you, man. Good morning to you in the New York area. It's cold out there, but it's going to be all right, man. It'll be warm before you know it. Y'all stay safe. Those of you in the New York area, all over the States, please watch yourself. Do not drop your guards. Just because we got two vaccines now. Moderna was just approved, and Pfizer was approved. Everybody's getting shots to fight. Well, the healthcare professionals and the elderly in the nursing homes are getting shots for the vaccine. And
what kind of vaccine that Sanjay got?
Okay, she's talking. You got to explain what you're talking about.
No, because Sanjay, I saw
they don't know who that is.
In the CNN news.
Okay, thank you.
I saw it earlier that Sanjay took the vaccine, a shot.
Yes.
And then, what kind of vaccine he took?
Okay, she's talking about on CNN. There's a guy, the medical doctor on the show. His name is Sanjay Gupta. She was looking at the show. He took the Pfizer, the only one that's authorized to give shots. Moderna was just authorized for giving shots, but they got to go through one more approval process, FDA and who have to approve them. So they'll be out soon as well. But he got the Pfizer shot, and the Pfizer. And I'm gonna be doing a video on it. I might do a recorded or I might do a live. I was playing the vaccines. I think I don't want to do all of them. There's a bunch of them out there. I'm gonna do the main 2 or 3, and I'll give you the differences between them and what you should.
You did that already.
No, I haven't. This is a different one. I'm gonna give you the breakdown of each one, and because I got more information, I might do a recorded video on that, or I may do a live, but it'll be out in the next maybe few days. But yeah, he took the Pfizer one, and that one you get 2 shots. The first one is you get the first one, and then I think it's 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, you get the second one.
3 or 4? One
of them is Moderna is 4 weeks. Pfizer is 3 weeks. Both of them are 2 shots. And after the 3rd week, after 90 days after you get your second shot, then you have a full immunity. Now, before the 90 days, you have a partial immunity, but you have to wait after you get your second shot. You have to wait. They say within 90 days, you have full immunity. Now, how long that immunity that I don't know, but you still, in the meantime, just because you got a shot, don't mean you drop your guard. Don't mean you take your mask off. Don't mean you stop washing your hands, and don't mean you do not do social distance. You got to continue doing that. Even after you have immunity, you still need to do that as a respect for the other people. Okay? There you go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lisi, One Nation. Who we got? Murphy, hey. He said, when I see this so stubbornness, I cruise. I'm telling you, man, you're doing the right thing. You see somebody got an attitude, being stubborn. I don't want to be changing. Don't want to compromise. You don't got time for that, man. That's a red flag.
Fly.
Yeah. She said, remember, she said, you fly. He flies on the wings of love out of there. Let's go. Right, J. Bobby Lee, what the perfect. He said, yeah, she said it. Sir Mason. Yeah, she said it. She interrupted me, man. What's wrong with that? There you go. Ron J. Bobby Lee, one nation. Baby, he said, what?
To fail.
A pedophile helped pass that law. Oh, pedophile. Okay. Yeah. A pedophile helped pass that law. Yeah. A pedophile, I hope not. Because they passed a law for 12, but they need to get that. I'm praying that they can bring that up. They have a bill right now in the Senate, and they're trying to get that changed from 12 years old what we talked about, y'all. What he's talking about, y'all, for those who don't know, he's talked about the age of consent. And I did a live stream on the age of consent in the Philippines. So if you want to know about that, check out that video. But he's talking about the age of consent, which means the age of sexual consent or relationship. And that age, believe it or not, guys, 12 years old. 12 years old. And to me, that's ridiculous. But that's the law. Okay. So they're trying to change that law from 12 to 16, which is a good thing. I think 16 is a little bit too, but it's better than 12, right? So let's pray that works out. And so because a lot of people that's crazy are attracted to people here, and because of that, and they can get in trouble. They may not get in trouble here because the child says 12-year-old said, well, I consented. They may not get in trouble here legally, but they'll be in trouble in their home country for where they came from. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. George Woods, my buddy from JoJo. What's up, George? Yeah, what's up, George? Yeah, my homie.
Yeah, JoJo.
JoJo. Atlanta JoJo. What's up, man? He said, hello, good morning.
What's up, Joe?
Gwinnett County JoJo. Yeah, man, we from JoJo. I'm from DeKalb County JoJo. What's up, man? It's so good to see you, man.
From Gwinnett County JoJo.
I lived in Gwinnett County for 3 years. 3 years. I didn't like it out there, man. I let that go. I went to DeKalb County, and I've been in DeKalb. I was out in DeKalb about 18 years. I love DeKalb County. DeKalb County, I had to worry about being profiled out there, racially profiled, nothing like that. But in Gwinnett County, man, it's racial, all kind of crazy stuff. Let's go. Ride train, probably Lizzie, One Nation. Joshua Moore. What's up, Joshua? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see ya. What's up, man? He said, Bobby, don't think a woman should lead. I don't think a woman should lead. I love to be in charge. I got to be the head of the household. If she can't dance to my music, then she got to get out of my club. I like the way you put that, man. He said, hey, he can't dance to my music. You got to get out of my club. And I like me some rap. And I like some reggae. You can't do the reggae and the rap dance. You got to go, sister. No, man.
It's like there's a hard meaning on that.
No, it's not a hard meaning. It's just he phrased it a way that anybody could understand. But you're not from the USA, so she don't get a lot of that. But what it means is if you can't adjust to how I am and you can't follow my leadership, then you have to leave. Go. Yeah, you have to go. And that's too.
And what if people are not perfect? I mean, nobody's perfect. And what if the head of the family is not perfect? And then when the head of the family is messed up, so.
Okay, that's a very good point, Lisa D. Okay, Joshua, here's what she's saying. I get your point. She gets your point. But her question is, what about if you the head, right, Joshua? If you the head and you all messed up, what the woman supposed to do? Is she supposed to go along with you and your craziness?
The second
What? Okay, I forgot what I said. If you the head, let's give an example. You're the head, and you all messed up on drugs, or you cheating on her, and she know you cheating on her, and you're not working, you're not paying no bills. Is she supposed to stay with you, or you supposed to kick her out? So there's exceptions to every rule. Okay, So he's talking about when he's doing his part right,
Mm.
and she's not doing her part right, she got to go. Okay, that's what he's talking about. But if you're not doing your part right, then you got to go. Okay, let's go. Roger, probably needs to One Nation. Murphy, hey,
Okay.
go.
Did you see the movie The Burning Dead?
Uh, I didn't see that one. I don't want to. I don't think I want to see that one. Burning bed. Man must have been in the bed and it burnt. Oh, I ain't got time for this. Let go. Roger, probably needs to Cecilia.
Kamusta po, Frederick Mason? How are you, Frederick Mason? He's doing good. Murphy Hayes, he said, yeah, I was told I look like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, got some resemblance there. But you know Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's an American comedian. He's a comedy guy. He tells jokes. And he has a lot of movies out too. Overall, old movies.
Example of his movie.
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
Coming to America 2. That's Coming to America 1. I want to say there's going to be another movie out called Coming to America 2. Y'all know Eddie Murphy did the first one. There's going to be another one. Him and Arsenio Hall. That's coming out very, very soon. And he used to be on Saturday Night Live. You heard of Saturday Night Live? Long time ago. He's one of the first ones on there. But he's rich. He don't have to do a lot of movie now. He can just sit up and count his fingers and count his money, you know. So let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation. George, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? He said, thank you. This was very informative. My future relationship with a beautiful Philippine young lady. That's it. I'm glad you shared that, man. Hope you learned something from it. But yeah, man, you need to know as much as you can about the characteristics, the traits, the personality of the Filipino. Because a lot of times when you talk to her online, all of that won't come out. And you know, it's okay, man, because everybody wants to put their best foot forward. Why would you show them you're an angry maniac? You try to get a good relationship, or you try to get a man. Why would you is that putting your best foot forward? No. You put that stuff in the back and you show the goody two shoes side. Yeah, sir. Look good, sir. You want to show that side, you know? So I'm telling you, man, you want to look for the good, the bad, and the ugly in every person. And my mama told me a long time ago, you know what she said? God don't like ugly body. You know what I mean? Be good. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nice. Who we got? Murray Head. He said, congratulations to Frederick Mason. Number 1, head honcho in this tubers on me. Put one on my tail, boy. Where would you do that? Okay, let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie. Murray Head. He said, Mercy, it's not playing game. He's on the road. Let's go, man. You know, let's do it. Frederick Mason ain't playing, man. He said, hey, I like being number 1. It's a good feeling. He said, all my life. He said, I never been number 1 in nothing. But when I got on love trying, I can bust it up. I'm gonna be number 1. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Do your thing. Let's go, Roger. John Thomas in the house. He said, yes. Snow and ice storm Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, I heard. I saw something on the news about that. It was a big winter blast coming through all the northern areas. And they had a lot of snow and ice, man. I hope you don't have to get out there, John. I know you work at home, so you should be okay. I hope your lights stay on and everything. Just be safe, man. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lizzie. Peter. Peter. How you doing, Peter? I heard you came back. She said, you're very lucky. You have a good Filipino. Thank you, sir. I feel I'm very blessed to have a woman.
I am blessed also.
Because I prayed for this. See this lady right here? I got on my knees and prayed to the Most High God for this lady, man. You don't play with you. I prayed with this lady, man, and I know God answered my prayer. I never thought I was having such a beautiful person like her, inside and out, but God heard my prayer. Right, when there's no temple. But yeah, you know, when you pray, man, if you're a Christian man or your person believes in the Lord, if you pray, God will answer prayer. And I'm a believer. He answered my prayer. I prayed for this. I didn't know her name. I know how she would look. I said, Lord, please send me a woman that's good, it's faithful, it's loyal, that I can trust, and she can trust me, and we can depend on each other. That was my basic prayer. I say that every night, and I pray that every night, and he answered my prayer. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lee, One Nation. Who we got? Frederick Mason. He said, thank you, Sir Hayes. I'm good. Sincerely, I hope you are as well, my dear. Let's go. Ride train, Bobby Lee, One Nation.
Mark Hayes, weather is very cool, but no freezing or ice where I am. So far, it's good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Right now, it is raining storms up here, man. It's been raining all day long. We've been out in the
Since
rain.
last night or
I think
yesterday,
since yesterday it's been raining. And
and
we,
then all night, and then all day,
yeah,
and then still raining until now. But it is not hard rain.
yes, it is. Not now, but it's been hard rain during the day. You remember that hard rain today?
Not really.
Come on now. No, Lisa G. You remember that rain? I said, that's too hard. You don't remember that, Lisa G? You need to get you some too. I said, Lisa G, you hear that hard rain?
Yesterday,
No, that was
last
the day.
night.
That was the day too. Anyway, let's go, man. She needs some too, okay? Let's go. Roger. Roger, probably needs to eat one day. George Woods, what's up, man? He said, are y'all going to get COVID-19 shot? Yes, sir, we are. But right now, in the Philippines, they have not approved a vaccine as yet. They have one vaccine has gone through AstraZeneca, has went through one of the stages. But guess what, guys? And I did a thing on the vaccine few days ago, maybe last week. Here's the changes they've done in vaccine for the Philippines. I told you about, I think, AstraZeneca, Johnson and Johnson, and there was another one. They have
Sputnik.
yes, Sputnik. There you go. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate that. She reminded me. Good. That's why I got her here. She helped me out. But anyway, they have, and AstraZeneca is on its way to being approved and disseminated. They bought 60 billion doses of AstraZeneca, and they're waiting for it to be distributed next. They won't get that until March of next year. So in the meantime, the vaccine that they have now getting ready to get approved and out here is called Sinovac. It's a vaccine from China. Not a lot of, but the Philippines and China had like a relationship like that. So they bought it. And the strange thing about it is the vaccine from China costs more than AstraZeneca. You know, very costly. But because they had that relationship like that, and the reason why I read it, why the Philippines chose the Sinovac, whatever you call it, is because they didn't have to put any upfront money to get it. The China agreed to give it to them and give it to them on credit. So that's why they took that. So that one is scheduled to be approved. That's going to be they have agreed that will be the first vaccine out here instead of Pfizer, instead of Moderna, all that, AstraZeneca. Sinovac will be the first one here, and that's going to be coming out, I think, February, March of next year as well. So that's where we're at. And we're not going to get our shots until we do all our research, all our homework. I won't get the Pfizer one. The reason why? I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. I have a lot of allergy reactions to medication, to foods, a lot of different substances. So I will not get the Pfizer because the Pfizer has cautioned people that have allergic reactions to not take that. So that won't be me. Okay, but the Sinovac, I gotta check that out because I don't want to go. I don't want to go just to the U.S. all the way to get a Pfizer shot or whatever. If it's proven good here, I'll get it here. Okay, but again, this is my strategy and Lisa D's strategy. We're not going to jump at the first thing out there. Okay,
I'm scared.
we're going to be cautious. You know, we're cautious. We want to see how the vaccine. Once somebody gets the vaccine, how do they react? Are there any side effects? You know, we want to look at that first. So that may give us a few months, see how that goes, and then we'll get our shot. But we will eventually get our shots. There's no question about it. We will get shots. Let's go.
I will be the last.
I'll be the first. I'll be the first getting paid. Let's go.
Okay. Joshua Moore, he said, Bobby D, do you have any clue when we will no longer have to wear masks anymore?
Good question, Joshua. It may be a couple of years, man, because I've been told, based on my reading and what I've hearing on the news, is that even if you get a vaccine, you're still going to be required to wear a mask. I don't know why, because sometimes they say that the shots you get, your immunity may not be built up yet. So you still got to wear a mask. You still got to do all social distancing, wash your hands. So I've heard that it's going to be like a couple of years before everything is, I would say, normalized, back to normal. But right now,
for me, it is nice to always wear a mask. Protect others, protect you also. You know, you cannot spread if you are sick. You cannot spread it.
Right. I think it's a good idea as well, Lisa. You know, when we went on our trip to Japan last year in 2019, Lisa D wore a mask. And at that time, I'm like, what's she wearing a mask? She wear the mask on the whole trip in Japan. And it was cold out there. So why are you wearing a mask, Lisa D? What did you tell him?
It hurt my nose.
The cold air hurt her nose.
Yeah.
And then she didn't want to, we had a guy was sitting next to the guy. The guy was caught the whole trip on the plane, man. And she put her mask on and she didn't take it out the whole trip. And so she said, you don't put your mask on? I said, no, I'm good. I should have put my mask on because the time we went on our trip was November of 2019. And if you guys recall, that is when the virus started up in November. We came back home last part of November, and then first part of December, we started hearing about the virus. And we said, ooh, Lord, thank you. We came home just in time to escape that. And I didn't wear my mask then. I should have took the clue from her to wear my mask. But thank goodness we didn't have to. God protected us. When you prayed up, when you pray, man, and you stay in prayer, God will protect you, okay, from any kind of stuff like that. So God, the Lord kept us. Let's go. Ride, train, Bobby, Lizzie, one nation.
Morpheus, someone had a serious reaction to the Pfizer vaccine.
Yeah, somebody had a very, very serious reaction. I think they're okay now, but it was very bad. So I won't take that Pfizer because they caution everybody to take it. If you have any type of allergic reactions to things, to drugs, to food, that you have to be careful with it. So rather than even chancing that, I would not take that vaccine. I'll just take one that's more suitable to me. Okay. Brian Train, Bobby DC, One Nation.
Frederick Mason, that's what I'm worried about, Sir Hayes.
Yeah, and it's okay, man. That's a valid concern, Frederick. That is a very, very valid concern. You want to make sure that when you take the vaccine, you don't have any significant side effect that may make you worse than what you are before you took the vaccine. So, it's okay, man. I have that concern as well, and that's why I ruled out Pfizer. And so I'm looking at other vaccines now, and you have to do the same thing. Before you take a vaccine, make sure you do your due diligence. What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Due diligence, man. Get on the internet, look it up, see what side effect, see what vaccine, see the age numbers of people that they recommend to take it, and then make your best decision. Also, you want to look at price. Price is another consideration. How much it costs. Pfizer and Moderna are high. I think it's 25, 30 bucks a pop. But AstraZeneca is like $4 or $5 a pop. Okay. So you got to make your choice. Okay. And if you guys, from what I'm hearing, some of you guys may get it free. I'm thinking that if you go to the health center, the county health center, they may give it to you free. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I've seen the nurses and the doctors get their shots on TV today. Lisa D and I was looking at it. So I'm not sure if they had to pay for that or not. But since they're frontline people, more than likely they have to pay for it. But yeah, a lot of things
might be free.
Yeah, it may be free for the nurses, the frontline healthcare people. Like Michael Coffin needs some coffee, he's gonna get his too. He's a frontline and Dennis decent, she's gonna get hers too. Free, hopefully. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes, he said, I'm waiting, Sir Mason, and I pray for protection.
That's it, man. That's all you gotta do. You gotta keep praying and let the Lord lead you on what you should do. God will tell you this one's for you or this one's not. Just keep in touch with him. You have to communicate with God. How do you communicate with God? Prayer. That's your line of communication. You keep the lines of communication open. So when you have a problem, you can just pick up that line and say, hey, Lord, my Lord. And it's open, man, because how do you do it? Pray. Prayer. Let's go. Ryan Train, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes.
He said, my take on that, Bobby, is the woman can't follow a parked car. If the man is not leading, she will lead, and it's not her fault. That's correct. If the man is not leading, she gonna take the lead, and that's what I see that a lot out here, Murphy. A lot. Some men just don't know how to lead. Some men don't want to lead, and the woman takes control. And out here, as I mentioned to you in my presentation, this is a matriarchal society. What you mean? What you mean, Bobby? What you mean? Matriarchal, man. It means the women runs the household. Yeah, the man goes out, brings in the bacon, the Monte Honte, we give it to the lady, and she said, this is for your lunch, this is for the groceries, this is and she pays all the bills. And then what she say about that household, she rules, And he just go out and make it. And that's just how this country is. And so they get accustomed to that leadership from the woman, and they say, you just do it all. And, they like it. But me and Lisa D, we want some of that now. But when we first got married, we weren't on there. I did everything. So now I want you doing nothing. You know why I said that? I didn't trust her that much for the finances, and I had to teach her how to handle the finances. And then when I started showing her and teaching her, and she caught on like that. I was amazed how she caught on there. I have a accounting system. We use cash. We have a cash accounting system, and I use, because it's a cash country, and I use the envelope system. You guys heard the envelope system. Or everything we pay, we take the cash, put it in an envelope. When it's time to pay it, you got the money. Tip top, that's it. So everything we pay is on cash, and she caught on to it like that, man. So, and then she caught on to it so quick, she started showing me some suggestions. We can change this, we can do this, we do, and it's good suggestions. So now, when we first got married, I did everything. I said, nah, you ain't touching it. Because she said, well, I want to help. I said, nah, you ain't touching it. I know what to do. Then I was so busy, I couldn't do it all. I said, man, I need you to help me out this day. He said, you want me to help you now? I said, yeah, please, ma'am. And I just teach her my accounting system, how we do the bills, pay everything. She does most of it now. All I do is go back and check, make sure she did it right. And that's it, man. And it took a while for me to get to that point, to trust her enough to do that. But I'm glad I did, because it helps me, and it helps her as well, because she likes doing it. That's the good thing about it. She likes that part of helping me, and I like her to do as much as she can to help. Let's go. Round train, Bobby, Lizzie, One Nation.
Brother Mason, if the head is messed up, then if the woman is smart, she should want to go. You can't live without a clear head.
Let me tell you that.
Right.
Let me say this. There is a fine line between the woman knowing her place in the household and the man knowing his place. Sometimes the man is not at fault. He just never knew. When you don't know, you can't do. And that rhyme. When you don't know, you can't do, man. So when you know and you don't do, that's when you need to be kicked to the curb, because you willingly and willfully are doing the wrong thing. You know you're doing wrong. You know you're cheating on her. You know you're doing drugs. You know you're playing cards. You know you're buying liquor. You know you're not doing right. Those kind of people, kick it to the curb. But if let's say you're the average Joe Blow, you never been married, never had a bad relationship, you had come from a broken family, you never seen examples of how to good married. You got married and you doing crazy stuff too, but you just didn't know. You didn't know. But if somebody take the time, make the time, shake the time, break that. Like if you go to your pastor and say, look here, Johnny, I'm gonna need you to stop buying liquor every day and spending your money for the bills, okay? And then he straighten up, it's okay. But if you don't get no intervention, then you need to go to the curb too. Roger J, Bobby Lizzie, One Nation.
Gunny, he said, is it the rainy season there?
Yes, it's the rainy season. And in March?
Starting on May.
In May, it'll be summer. They only have two.
I know, this rainy season, and
No.
then the what's that? The dry season is March.
Summertime. They have two seasons, rainy and summer.
Yeah.
Summertime will start in March. And so everything from March to like June is summertime. And then May until March is rainy season. So they have more rainy season than anything else out here. Okay. So they just got two seasons. Let's go. Right train, Bobby Lizzie.
More face. China was experimenting with a vaccine that they used on 2 doctors that contracted COVID-19 early in the pandemic, and it turned them black, according to the report.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they had a vaccine that they was experimenting on, and it turned the 2 doctors black. I mean, they were jet black too. You wouldn't believe it.
That means they messed up their liver.
Something like that. Yeah, the liver was messed up. But this Sinovac, Sinovac from China, this vaccine had some serious problems as well. They stopped the trials. They had to stop the clinical trials because it was so bad. They started to back up, but I'm surprised that the Philippines bought that, took into that. But yeah, the center back has some problems too. Ryan trained by really see one nation.
Murphy's, if that's true, I wonder if they are still black.
Hey, they probably happy they turned black. Nah, I'm just playing, man. Just playing. Nah, they probably because if you black in China, you in some trouble, baby. I brought a report, a live stream about how they treat black people out there, right? Y'all remember that? How they treat black Africans? They treat them bad, man. You got this melanin in your skin. You go to Africa, you go to China, you gonna be in some trouble, man. Everybody out there that's African, they're trying to get up out of there, but they can't. They may be now because it was in lockdown. They couldn't get out of Wuhan, no place else. But they probably can't send them out there now because China, China's recovered from the virus, and they're like, I think they're like 98% free of the virus. So
Yeah, even you taking their plane. Remember, Pastor, what was that? Pastor, who was it? Pastor Charles was taking him China, Shanghai. I mean, is that their plane? And then he stopped in Shanghai.
okay.
And then the stewardess there are Chinese, right?
Mhm.
And then they are mean to him.
See, I'll tell you, man, Chinese. I'm not trying to be bigot or anything like that, but I've noticed that Chinese people are very, very argumentative, and they can be very non-caring. So that doesn't make them bad, but that just makes them what? Different. Let's go. Ryan Train Bobby Lisi, One Nation.
Murphy Hayes. It takes teamwork in any relationship.
Oh yeah, it takes teamwork to make the dream work. You know that, man. You got to be on one accord. Sometimes when you get off of one accord, it's easy to get off track. It's hard to get back on because somebody has to get your attention, and usually that's your mate, whether it's your wife or your girlfriend or whatever. And they got to give you some hard talk. And if you can't, you're not the kind of guy that will listen. You're gonna stay off track for a while, and then your relationship may not last. The fact that you on track for 6 months and you're doing everything you want to under the sun, and then 7 months later, you say, "Okay, I'm sorry, look, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I was wrong going with these women for the last 6 months. I'm so sorry. I'll never do it again." You see, it's too late now, Johnny. I'm out. You messed over me for the last time with these skank women. Roger, everybody, One Nation.
Frederick Mason, he said, Sir Hayes, they put them on suicide. What if they turn black? For real? I hope they made it through it.
I don't know what happened to him, but I remember seeing that report. In fact, I was going to bring a story on it, and then one of the other people they heard it on my show. Somebody, I think it might have been Fred Mason. I remember Murphy. They mentioned on the show, and you know how they listen to my show, man. It took the dog on top. I'm going to do a show on that. Let's go. Right, everybody listening. All right, y'all. It's been real. We got to go. Go. All right, y'all. I don't know if I'm going to make it back tomorrow. Got more things to do. But if y'all want to see me tomorrow, I might do a recorded video or live. But we'll definitely, we do the food drive on the 20th. We will do a live recording. If the area is good, we'll do a live recording. If the area is not good for the signal, we'll do recording. Okay. We're gonna try to do a live on the food drive like we normally do. And I'm trying to be back tomorrow. If you don't see me on the live tomorrow, you will see me on the recording tomorrow. All right. Murphy said that they were on suit. Well, they were. Okay. I didn't know that. Because they couldn't take they couldn't take the heat, so they had to get out the kitchen. They couldn't take the heat of blackness. When you've been brown all your life or yellow, whatever color they are, and you switch to another color, and people, the color you switch to, they hate in your country, you be on. Yeah, I can see why they might have been on suicide. They had trouble with that. Can you imagine being a Chinese color all your life, and all of a sudden
you turn black?
Turn
transformation.
You get to be chocolate like me and y'all. It's hard on a person, man. It's hard out there for a pimp. Put them on suicide watch. Let's go. Roger, everybody. This is One Nation.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And our Facebook fan page is called The Philippines Connection. Please like the page, and you can also follow us on Instagram at WD Life in the Philippines. Look in the video description for media information. And if you are viewing the live stream as a recorded replay, allow the ads to run during the video. And if you wish to donate to us via PayPal, our PayPal address is video004@gmail.com, and you can contact us at that same email address for more information. And we have a free Android app on Google Play Store called Philippines Expat Lifestyle. Download and enjoy all our videos without going through the YouTube app. And if you're a veteran,
you can call 1-800-827-1000. Call this for veterans information. All veterans with a VA card will have access to benefits. Now, Lisa D is going to do our closing clips.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or a queen. Life in the Philippines.
we have another comment. Frederick Mason, he said, being black in this world is not easy.
No, being black in this world is not easy at all. It depends on where you live. Being black here is better than it is being black in the United States or the doggone America. Now, if y'all remember, there's a character on Sesame Street. His name is Hermit the Frog. He said being green is the worst color in the world. Being green is green frog. You never heard of Sesame Street? Okay. Hermit the Frog, I remember he said, being green is the worst feeling in the world. This is the worst color in the world because people don't treat you like you're human. You know, they treat him like he's a frog, and he's a frog. Okay. That's it, y'all. That's it for now. I'm sorry.
Murphy, is this true, Sir Mason?
Yeah, it is true. It depends on where you're living, but still, overall, the color of black is when you get this color like I got, you have to be a jack of all trades. You have to deal. You have to know how to hold them and fold them, and you have to know how to deal with people, or people will wind up dealing with you. Because this color is offensive to a lot of people, and the reason why it's offensive because people are ignorant about it. If they really did their homework, their study, and I brought a very outstanding live broadcast to you guys about the color of blackness and the power in the color of blackness. I broke it down. I remember that broadcast. That broadcast was the ball. I broke it down to you about Mendel. Remember the scientist, Caucasian man? He found out that the black was the first gene ever came in the world, was black, the black man. You know? And I broke the whole thing down to you. So if you get that broadcast, check it out. All right, Murphy said that's like a racist turning back. Yeah, man, that's bad. That bad stuff done. He raises a turn black, and that ain't gonna work. Let's go. That's it.
That's it.
All right, guys, this is real. It's been real. It's been real. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. This is Bobby D.
And the tuba queen, Lisa D.
Saying take care.
God bless.
And peace.
Have a good day.